of stuff. They just want to run around with them.
If you ask me, it's a dead good way to be so suspicious. It denotes a misspent youth.
Really? Well, no one asked you. And when a man picks a woman, he wants a woman that he can respect.
Oh, the boys certainly respect me. They respect me so much that they hardly even look at me.
You come back down here. I just don't understand why anyone would want to spend their time with boys when we have these wonderful projects that we do at home here with the family.
Are you kidding? Really? You don't understand. You don't get it at all. I wish your job was selling shoes and you only had one or maybe two children. And guess what, Dad? I wish neither of them was me.
I guess we'd better start cleaning up the yard.
Let's give a hand to the kitchen. I'll straighten up the living room.
Boss, what is it I don't understand?
High school girls.
Do you remember when we first started discussing having a dozen children? Do you remember what I suggested?
You suggested that we have all boys.
Well, boss, I mean, I'm not blaming you. You understand, but you should have listened to my suggestion. High school girls, by jingo, I know how to handle this.
Just like in a factory.
Say, Ern,
What, Frank?
why isn't Dad want you wearing fishnet stockings and having dates?
I don't know why.
But it's Dad. He has a reason for everything.
Yeah, I know.
What could his reason be?
Do you remember one time? I think it was after Danielle bought the $25 dog. It was about 2 weeks after Ann first showed Dad the fishnet stockings.
I remember the battle over those stockings.
But a little while after that, Dad and Doc Burt had a long conference upstairs. Then they came down again. Dad was joking.
And we didn't think anything about it. We didn't even have a suspicion.
That's the time.
They were so cheerful. Gosh, Frank, when a man with a dozen children gets told his heart's on the plate, what's he gonna do?
That's what I'm getting at. I mean, maybe that's why. Maybe that's the reason he wants your girls thinking about boys and movies and sodas all the time.
It wouldn't contribute to skipping grades at school.
Don't you see? The further along we were in school, the more we understood, the easier it would be later on.
Of course.
The better we can take care of ourselves, the less of a load there would be on Mother.
You can't blame him for not wanting us to waste time on dates and things, but we didn't know.
We didn't know either. I mean, like Mother said, about high school girls.
I guess boys and things. Dad must have thought they were a shocking waste of time.
The way I remember, the first boy to call, he came on the same night as Dad's big session with Doc Burt.
I think Dad and the doctor went upstairs after dinner that night.
That's right. You and I were here playing checkers when they came down.
And I was wishing the phone would ring. And it would be some fullback who was dying to meet me. I didn't pay much attention to the checkers. Or even to Dad.
Somehow you should realize at the time. I mean, what the doc was saying to Dad. Somehow you should understand. Right then.
But at the time, they seemed so casual. It just passed like any conversation. Like any ordinary conversation might pass.
You were sitting there. And I was sitting there.
And we hardly noticed. I guess I was daydreaming. Come home and pack the boxes?
Hey, Ern. Ern,
What?
your move.
Oh.
You sure about that?
Of course I'm sure.
Okay.
I suppose you feel proud of yourself.
Perhaps another game?
Quack, quack, quack. You're all a bunch of quacks.
I hear that so much. Must be something to it.
Why, the Gilberts are rough pioneer stock. We don't get sick.
Oh? What about the measles epidemic of last spring? shorter subscription if I were you. Like maybe 6 months.
Huh? It's a mighty short-term subscription.
A man with your responsibilities can't afford to be wasting his money.
Ah, Mr. Bones, I don't believe a word you're saying. Why, I'm too busy. I don't have any time to be sick.
Fine. Then I won't worry about it. I'll see you next week.
You
Oh,
bet.
and the bill is in the mail. Payable in 30 days.
Is that the new bag I just bought you?
No, this is the second bag you bought me. I'm working on the third.
Say, Dad, what magazines are you subscribing for?
Never you mind. What's this?
We already did our homework.
That's fine. But what about doing a little bit more? You know, the more you do, the better chance there is of you skipping a grade or two.
But I skipped a grade last year.
Well, it's time to start thinking about next year. You know, I don't want you marking time in a school with average kids of average parents. I mean, I want you thinking about getting ahead. Now, that's a great idea for a topic of discussion tonight. Fishnet stockings!
I've been wearing them at school, and you might as well know it.
Next thing you know, you're going to be painting yourself.
Everybody uses makeup nowadays, and I'm pretty sure they don't call it painting nowadays.
Really? Well, I really don't care what they call it. I won't have a house full of women painting themselves.
What you want is a house full of old maids.
No. I want a house full of people trying to get ahead about things that matter. And that I don't have to hound all the time.
And the subject for tonight's family council is skipping grades at school.
Yes, and a little bit more better organization around this place.
I thought all topics of discussion had to be of general interest.
Better organization is always a topic of general interest.
That's so smart, but why doesn't he understand?
Oh, you poor thing.
Here, Boo. Sure.
Yeah.
Another game?
No.
Get him out of here!
Of all the dumb dogs, $20.
He was up on Dad's bed again.
On Dad's bed? Again? He's crazy about Dad.
Through the basement window, up the back stairs, Dad's bed. He was right about the dog. Now he'll think he's right about everything.
Clothes, makeup, and everything.
They're still hoping the boys will go crazy over them. Over them?
What's so ridiculous about that?
Nothing.
Only
Only what?
If you have anything to say.
I just wouldn't think you had that effect on anybody. And we've known you all our lives. Maybe a boy who didn't know you so well?
Thanks for the compliments.
Well, I think you're good at swimming and at tennis.
We don't care for your opinion. Other boys don't feel like that about us.
Do they?
I've never heard the subject mentioned. If you want an honest answer, frank answer.
We don't.
All those fishnet stockings